All right, we are on day 2. Day 2 of lesson 20. Right there in the corner. Should be the corner of your page 2. Lesson 20. Learn about measuring length. We're learning about inches, centimeters, a yardstick, a foot, and a couple other vocab words. So let's get started. It says, read the problem. Then you will look at ways to measure. Erin wants to measure the length of her paper. What is the length in inches? So they decided you can use 1-inch tiles to find the length. So kind of like a picture. Line up the edge of the paper with the first tile, like 0. So here's her paper, here's the tiles, okay? You can use a ruler to find the length. So they just used a basic ruler. Line up the edge of the paper with the 0 on the inch ruler. So here's the 0, not before it, at 0. Okay? So let's look at the questions that go with it. Let's connect these. Use the models to solve these problems, okay? Look at the first, measure it. So the first one over here. How many inch tiles are used? Well, let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So how many were used? 11. 11 were used. Look at the second, measure it. What is the length of the paper? Okay, let's go back. Right here. So we started at 0. Where's the other? Here's the other end. Where is it at? It's at the 11. So it is also 11. But we used a ruler. So when we use a ruler, we have to label to make sure we know. Did you use centimeters or inches? It says right here on the ruler, we used inches. Okay. Do you think it is easier to measure with the tiles or a ruler? Explain. Well, you can use either one. I don't really have inch tiles. I have a ruler. But you might find it easier to use a ruler because you could just line it up with 0. That's pretty easy. So this one is really your pick. I'll let you pick which one. Look at them again and see which one you think might be easier, and then tell me why you think it's easier. I can't really direct you on this one. This is literally an opinion. Okay? So I'll look at it whenever you come to get your book checked off. Would the length of the paper be the same if you measured it using a yardstick? Why or why not? Well, what did we learn about yardsticks yesterday? We learned that a yardstick has 36 inches on it. So would you still get the same measurement? You would get the same measurement. The length would be the same. The length would be the same number of inches. Because a yardstick shows inches as inches too. We learned that yesterday. Alright, so let's try this out. Look at the centimeter tiles. So we're looking at centimeter tiles this time. The key has the length of how many centimeters? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's from one end to another end. So it has 5 centimeters. Now it says, look at the centimeter ruler. The key has the length of how many centimeters? This end starts at 0. You see how there's a little bit before? We do not start it before. You start it at 0. So 0. and then we go to the other end and it stops at 5. So it is also 5 centimeters.